Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to start borrowed fund in chapter number 8. Borrowed fund. In borrowed fund means, in general language or simple language, borrowed fund means loan. We are taking loan from different investors or individuals or group of individuals or financial institution or commercial bank. In that category, first one is debenture. In case of debenture, we are taking a loan from different investors in the same way as we are issuing share. Means we are dividing the huge amount into a smaller part, and each smaller part is called share. In the same way, each smaller part is called a debenture also. If we are taking loan, then it is called debenture. If we are not taking loan, means we are making them, converting those investors into owner, then it is called share. So debenture is an acknowledgement of debt. Debt. Debenture is an acknowledgement of debt. Now, debenture, for example, company needs 1 lakh rupees, and these 1 lakh rupees they are dividing into smaller parts. Each smaller part, suppose, is of 100. It means total there are 1000 debentures. Each debenture means face value of each debenture is 100. Total it becomes 1 lakh rupees. When they are issuing debenture, it means when they are issuing debentures to general public, it means they are inviting general public to pay them, to give them loan. Means they are borrowing money from different investors. So debenture is a kind of loan. Debenture is an acknowledgement. What is the meaning of acknowledgement? Before that, debt means liability, loan. Debt means loan. They are taking loan. When suppose out of 1000 debenture, if I had purchased 200 debentures, it means I have to pay 200 into 100, 20,000 rupees. So when I will give 20,000 rupees to the company in the form of loan, in the form of debenture, against this 20,000 rupees, they will give me a receipt. Receipt means a written evidence that I had given them 20,000 rupees. That receipt is called acknowledgement. RECEIPT, receipt. For example, when you are paying school fees, against that you are getting a receipt. That is called acknowledgement. So whenever investors are giving loan, giving debt to the company in the form of debenture, against that payment, company is giving them receipt. Means it is a written evidence that this and this investor has purchased this and this number of debentures. That receipt is called acknowledgement. So debenture is an acknowledgement of debt. And what is the nature of debenture? On debenture, a fixed rate of interest is paid by the company. A fixed rate of interest is paid by the company, whether company earns profit or incurs loss. So whether company enjoys profit or facing loss, in both the condition, it is compulsory for the company to pay a fixed rate of interest after regular interval. Fixed rate of interest is paid by the company after regular interval. Regular interval means it depends upon the terms and condition. Interest may be paid monthly, quarterly, half yearly or yearly. So it depends on terms and condition between the company and the debenture holders. The person who purchased debenture, they are called debenture holders. And company and debenture holders, what is the relation? The debtor creditor relationship is established between the company and the debenture holders. And before that, once again, debenture is an acknowledgement of debt on which fixed rate of interest is paid by the company after regular interval, and one more point, and they have to return the principal amount. Principal amount means whatever amount given by the investors. Investors means debenture holders to the company. Company needs to, it is compulsory for company to return that amount after a specified time period. The company needs to redeem means return, to redeem the debenture amount after a specified time period. So first one is debenture is an acknowledgement of debt in which company has to pay a fixed rate of interest after regular interval, plus company needs to return or redeem the debenture amount means invested amount by the debenture holder after a specified time period. After a specified time period means if company has taken or issued debenture for 10 years, issued debenture means if they had issued debenture for 10 years, issued what means they are taking loan from investors for 10 years. So after the completion of 10 years or at the end of 10 years, company needs to return the amount to different debenture holders. So it is compulsory for company to redeem the debenture amount, or you can say principal amount, after a specified time period. Next, the debtor-creditor relationship is established between the company and the debenture holders, in which debenture holders means investors. Debenture holders are creditors of the company. Are creditors for the company, Now, what is the meaning of debtor and creditor? Debtor is the person or institution from whom we have to receive money. That is called debtor. The person or the institution from whom we have to receive money, that person or institution is called debtor. Now, what is the meaning of creditor? The person or the institution to whom we have to make payment. जिससे हमें पैसा लेना है, they are called debtors. जिसको पेमेंट करना है, they are called creditors. तो here debtor-creditor relationship is established between the company and the debenture holder, in which company is debtor and debenture holders are creditor. How? Debenture holders has to receive money from company after a specified time period. The company, the person, the institution from whom we need to receive money means debenture holders. In this case, debenture holder has to receive money from company after a specified time period. That's why company is considered as debtor for debenture holders. Now, from the company's point of view, company has to pay, has to redeem the debenture amount to the debenture holder after a specified time period. So, the person or the institution to whom we have to make payment in future, they are called creditor. So debtor-creditor relationship is established between the company and the debenture holders, in which debenture holders are creditor for the company. For the company. One more point. Debenture is a borrowed capital. Debenture is a borrowed capital. So these are all a short introduction about debenture. Once again, debenture is an acknowledgement of debt. A fixed rate of interest is paid by the company after regular interval. Means interest will be paid monthly, quarterly, half yearly or yearly. Then along with that, company has to promise to return the amount, return the debenture amount after a specified time period, means at maturity. We can say at maturity. Debenture is a borrowed capital. So far as relationship is established, debtor-creditor relationship is established between the company and the debenture holders, in which debenture holders are creditor for the company. So this is all the meaning of debenture. It is a borrowed fund. Now according to textbook, and one more point I am telling you orally, debenture holders are investing money into the company by purchasing debenture. Why they are purchasing debenture? Why they are investing money into the company? In order to earn a fixed rate of interest. In order to earn a fixed rate of interest. So it is the responsibility of debenture holder to see that whatever amount given by them to the company, such amount is utilized in the company in a proper way or not. For this purpose, they can appoint few representatives among themselves, and these representatives are called debenture trustee. Means debenture trustees are appointed among the debenture holders by conducting a meeting through voting process. They can appoint few debenture holders as debenture trustee, and the duty of debenture trustee is to protect the interest benefit of debenture holders. Now characteristics of debenture holders. Characteristics of debenture. So all points almost we have explained. First one is creditor of company. One line explanation is given, and already I had explained you that debenture holders are creditor for the company. It means company is required to return the amount given by the debenture holder after a specified time period. That's why debenture holders are considered as creditor for the company. Second point, fixed rate of interest. Fixed rate of interest means whether company enjoys profit or incurring losses, it is compulsory for company to pay a fixed rate of interest to debenture holders. Third point, charge on assets. Charge on assets. Then fourth point, necessity. Necessity means only one point is left, charge on asset. Later on I am explaining. First of all, necessity, because company needs finance. After regular interval, we have already studied that what is the importance of finance. For each and every activity, company needs finance, and company has different source to raise funds, to arrange money. So out of which company can raise funds by issue debenture also. That's why it is necessary for company to raise funds to arrange money, and Debenture is one of the source of finance. That's why they can issue debenture in order to arrange money. Reason? In order to run business, in order to adopt technology, in order to purchase machineries. That's why it is a necessary tools for raising funds. Fifth simple point is repayment. Repayment, I have already told you that whatever amount invested by debenture holders to the company, it is the responsibility, it is the liability of the company to return the amount after a specified time period. For example, if company has issued debenture for 10 years, so at the completion of 10 years or at the end of 10 years, or we can say at maturity, company needs to return the amount. That is called repayment. Next, one more point. Sixth, simple one. First, preference for payment. First, preference for payment. First, preference for payment means at the time of liquidation, means when company winds up, जब कंपनी बंद होती है, in that case, after selling all assets, whatever cash is recovered by the company, out of those cash, company has to return the amount of debenture holders first. After that, preference shareholders, then equity shareholders. Means debenture holders have the first right to get their money back. At the time of this point is regarding liquidation of the company, means when company winds up, when company dissolved. At that time, debenture holder have the first right to get their money back. The first point, second point, fourth point, fifth repayment, and sixth is cleared. Now, what is charge on assets? Whenever any new company, this is about new company, any new company enters into the market, whenever any new company enters into the market, because such companies has no reputation in the market, such companies has no goodwill in the market, that's why it becomes very difficult for such type of companies to raise funds by issuing shares or by issuing debentures. Means they cannot, it becomes very difficult for the new company to take loan by issuing debentures, because it has no reputation in the market. Means investors are not interested to invest money in such type of companies. So how such type of companies can arrange money by issuing debentures? For this purpose, company has to, because investors has no faith, no trust on such type of companies. That's why what new companies are doing, they are keeping their documents of property, assets, for example, documents of building, documents of machineries, all types of assets. They are keeping the documents of all type of assets with a bank, with a particular bank. For example, they are keeping all properties paper with SBI, State Bank of India. Here they are keeping these documents. After that, they are publishing prospectus, and in that prospectus they are mentioning that we had secured our all properties paper in SBI and then we are issuing debenture. In that case, it creates a trust in the mind of debenture holders, in the mind of investors, that if company is not able to return their amount, in that case SBI will capture the property of new company, sell their assets and return their money. So it becomes secure. That is called charge on assets. Whenever companies are, especially new companies, whenever new companies are issuing debenture, and before or at the time of issuing debenture, they are keeping their properties paper with the bank. It is called mortgage. They are mortgaging their properties paper with the bank and then they are issuing debenture. It is called that charge is created on assets at the time of debenture. So it is not compulsory for every company, especially new company or companies which are facing losses. Such type of companies has to create charge on their assets at the time of issue debenture. Means if they are raising funds by issuing debentures, such type of companies, if they are raising funds, arranging funds by issuing debenture, they need to keep the properties paper with a particular bank, and then they can issue debenture. This is called charge on assets. So these are the characteristics of debenture. Next topic is types of debenture. Types of debentures you are not required to do. Reason, same topic, types of debenture is you have to study in 12th standard. That's why types of debentures is not required to do. Only meaning and characteristics. Any 6 points. Creditors for the company, fixed rate of interest, charge on assets, necessity, repayment, first preference for payment. These are the characteristics. One line explanation is there. Next topic is types of debenture. Once again, types of debenture is not required to do. Now next topic, bond. So debenture is a kind of borrowed capital. Now next topic is bond. Bond is also a borrowed capital. First of all, important points regarding bond. It is an important source. It is an important source of long-term financial requirement of the company. Means total there are on the basis of time period, company is taking loan, and on the basis of time period we can divide this loan into 3 parts. Small means medium term loan, then short term loan and long term loan. Short term loan means when company is taking loan for less than 1 year, that is called a short term loan. When company is taking loan for 1 year to 5 years, between 1 to 5 years, then it is called medium term loan. And when they are taking loan for more than 5 years, then it becomes long term loan. So here bond is a source of long term financial requirement of the company. Second, it is also borrowed capital. It is also a borrowed capital. It is also a kind of loan. That's why it has the same feature, same characteristics as we have got in debenture. Means it is a borrowed capital. That's why company needs to pay. Company has to pay a fixed rate of interest. The person who purchase bonds, the person who purchase bonds are called bond holders, and they are also creditor for the company. Means remaining part is same as we have done in debenture. All features are same as we have done in debenture or debenture holder. It is a borrowed capital. Company has to pay fixed rate of interest. Then company has to return the amount, invested amount in bonds after a specified time period. The person who purchased bonds are called bond holders. In case of debenture, the person who purchased debenture are called debenture holders. Debenture holders are creditor for the company. In the same way, the person who purchase bonds means bond holders, they are also creditor for the company. But what is bond? Still question is same. What is bond? Bond means an agreement. An agreement between the company and the investors. For example, company is offering or issuing a scheme in the market that if investors will pay 10,000 rupees for continuously 4 years, means total if investors are paying 40,000 rupees to company, then after 7 years, they will give them 60,000. Means if investors will pay 10,000 rupees, continuously 10,000 rupees for 4 years, different types of schemes they are introducing in the market. Right now I am taking one example, that if company is offering a scheme to the investors that if investors will pay 10,000 rupees continuously for 4 years, 4 consecutive years, then means total if they will pay 40,000 in first 4 years, after completion of 7 years, company will return them 60,000, and during these 7 years, company pay them a fixed rate of interest. For example, 5% of invested amount. Suppose how much they are investing? 40,000. So company will pay them 5% of 40,000 every year. Means they will pay interest, company has to pay fixed rate of interest, and the person who has purchased bond, company will return the amount. Return the amount means whatever amount they had offered. Here in our example, company has promised to return 60,000 rupees. So this is an agreement between the company and the investor. The investors who are purchasing such type of offer means bond. This means those who are accepting this agreement, that agreement is called bond. So those who are accepting this offer, they can invest 10,000 means 40,000. So well, it means they are entering into an agreement. It means they are purchasing, they are accepting bond. That is called bond. And here company is arranging money for a long time period, more than 5 years. That's why it is a kind of long-term financial source of long-term financial requirements. Now, according to textbook, bond is an important source for long-term financial requirement for the company. Bond is a borrowed capital for the company. Second point, bond is a debt. As debenture is a debt, in the same way bond is also a debt. So important point, bond is a debt. Debt means liability. Next point, and bond holders are creditor of the company. I have already written, the person who purchase bonds are called bond holders, and they are also creditor for the company. The basic price, now important point, the basic price of bond is usually more than debenture, means bonds are costly, precious than debenture. The price of bond are more than debenture. Next, mostly such type of bonds are issued by government or government agencies. Generally, bonds are issued by government or government agencies like municipal corporation, government agencies. So this is short introduction about bond. The basic price of bond is usually more than debentures. Mostly these are issued by government, municipal corporation and companies also. Bonds are known by the name given in the issue. For example, here example is given Sardar Sarovar bond. It means here amount is arranged by company, means government agencies, for Sardar Sarovar bond, means Sardar Sarovar scheme. They need money, that's why they are issuing bond, they are arranging money from different investors. Bonds are issued for a fixed time limit. Any kind of borrowed capital, not only bond, debenture, bond, or any kind of loan, any kind of borrowed capital is always arranged by company for a limited period, for a fixed time period. And after that time period, after that fixed time period, after completion of that time period, company has to return the amount. So bond are issued for a fixed time limit. Next point. Bonds are issued for fixed time period, for example 10 years, 11 years, 20 years. So this is all about important points regarding bonds. Now next topic, public deposit, then loan from financial institution, then loan from commercial bank. In next lecture